So in this video we will talk about comparable interface. So comparable interface imposes a total ordering on the objects of each class that implements it. So this ordering is class's natural ordering. Let us say if you create a class that implements the comparable interface, then you can compare an object of the class with an instance of the same class. Now, if you want to read more about comparable interface, I would recommend you to go through this Oracle documentation regarding this comparable interface. So if you scroll down here, you can see the description about the comparable interface and also the methods which are present inside it. So if you go through that, here you can see about the descriptions, like this interface imposes total ordering on the objects of each class that implements it. Okay, so let's say you create a class, let's say for example book review. This is one of the class which you have created, and if you implement the comparable interface, then you would be able to compare the objects. Now which method is used here in this scenario? Let me scroll down a bit. Yeah, so here in this class we are looking into the CompareTo method. So this CompareTo method is referred as the natural comparison method. So now let us move to Eclipse and create a class and then understand about its functionalities. So what I will do is I'll just create a class. Here you can see this is the main class what I have created. Now I will create another class. Let's say if I create a class book review. So here let's say inside this book review we have a few things called as the name of the book. Okay, I will write private string name of book, and I can just add private int year, and I can write private int rating. Okay, so now what we will do is we'll create the getters and setters for this class. So you can go to source, and here you can go to generate getters and setters. So for setting the values, we would be initializing it through the constructor. So just click on select and just click on here select getters. Okay, so we'll create for getters only. Okay, and then click on generate. Okay, so the getters are generated for this class. Now what we'll do is we'll create a constructor over here. So public book review, okay, and now we'll pass these values. We can pass string book name comma int year and int rating of book. Okay, then here this dot name of book is equal to book name. Similarly, this dot year is equal to year, and this dot rating is equal to rating of book. Okay, so this is the class book review, and what do we have? We have variables name of book, year and rating. These are the three things what you have. We have created a constructor to initialize these values, and then we have created the getters for these. Now let us say this is your class. Now this class implements comparable interface. So why do you want to implement comparable interface? So let's say you have a requirement where you have the data like you have certain data like name of book, year and rating. Now if you want to sort that using the year, so what you can do that, then in that case you can implement comparable, and then inside this you can just type book review. Okay, so once you do that, you will get an error. Just click on add unimplemented methods. Once this is done, here you will see that compare to method has been created over here. Just remove this, and here you can write the logic for comparing the objects. So now what we can do is we can compare, we can write this dot year minus, now here instead of argument 0 you can just pass bk, then bk dot year. Okay, done. So we have implemented this compare to method over here. Now we'll move on to the main class. Okay, so now here what we'll do is, so we will create an array list and then we will add the objects of this book review class what we have created into the array list. The next step would be to use collections.sort so that it sorts it in the ascending order, and then we can traverse and then print the results, and then we can finally see the sorting results in our console. So let me create an array list. I can write list, type is book review. Let's say bk list is equal to new array list. Here we can implement list. Just import this java.util array list and import. Okay, now bk list dot add here. What we can do, we can pass objects of book review. So new book review, and then we can pass the details. So what are the details we need to pass? We have to pass the book name, year and rating of the book. So book name, let's say just giving some random name. Okay, the next what, it was year and then the rating of the book. Let's say published in the year 2000 and rating is 3. Okay, so similarly we can add multiple data over here. So I'll quickly create some data. Okay, now here let's say Azure book, here something just randomly with different letters. Okay, and here let me just randomly put some values. $2000, let me put some different values. Let's say 8, let's say 7. So this is some data what we have prepared. So these are the different books, these are the book names, and this is the publish year 2000, 2002, 4, 8 and 7, and these are the ratings 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Okay, this is done. The next step would be to use collections.sort method, and then we can pass this book list into it. Okay, so just write collections dot sort and then just pass the bk list. Okay, done. Now this is sorted. Now what we can do, we can traverse through it and we can print the results. So let me just write this for each loop. Here what we can do, we can write bk list, sorry, we can write book review bk and then bk list, and here what we can do, can write bk dot get name of the book, then bk dot get rating, then we can write bk dot get year. Okay, so we have done this. Now let me just for reading purpose doing it, giving some space and column in between. Okay, now let us print and see the results. Let me execute this, and here you can see. So you can see it is sorted by the year 2000, 2002, 2004, 2007 and 2008. These are the names of the book, the rating and the year. Now if you want to write a single line of code to navigate this, you can do that with the help of lambda. That's a little bit different syntax, so let me show you that. So you can just write bk list dot, if you do dot, you can see for each over here. You can just click on this, then write any symbol over here, then you can just write system.out.println. Okay, now what you can do is you can go inside this and write t dot get name of the book, same thing. Okay, then t dot get rating, then t dot get plus t dot get year. Again for reading purpose, I'll just okay, and here just to differentiate, just we'll add a blank line. Okay, or we can just pass some asterisk value inside it. Let us run this and see the output. Just see, here you can see the results, same results. This is through one line of code using lambda, what we are printing, and this is our traditional for each loop. So what we are doing is we are sorting it through the published year. Okay, so 2000, 2002, 4, 7 and 8. Thank you.